You have to dream the new dream. And you know what? Sometimes we forget to dream. I talk about in my third book that you could be rich but empty. And people say to me, what is rich but empty? So I categorize people into the poor, debtors, dreamers, and accumulators. And all four of those categories, which I would be considered poor, like growing up, 11 brothers and sisters. And then I became a debtor because I used the debt system to go to school, right? And then I was a dreamer going, I want to own my own business. I want to do my own thing. And now I'm sitting here with a successful business and I was accumulating. And then I watched all these people who were ahead of me in terms of having assets. And they actually, with all of those assets, they wound up rich but empty because they still weren't happy. And then disease started to develop in their bodies. And it's this fear that is rampant in our system today, whether it's political fear or financial fear. It's that low vibrating emotion of fear, anger, frustration. Anyone who's watching, do you guys feel that way? Fearful, angry? Give me some hearts or likes on this one because it is not serving us well to be jammed into that fear. Because when you're jammed into that fear, what it does is it shuts down your personal nervous system. And that's about you. And so, how do you get through that based on your current financial reality to still create the life that you want to create, even though there's all these other things going around in the marketplace? And I'm telling you, those are all things that are true. They're all things that are trying to put you into fear. Whether who did this and who did that and how did they do it, irrelevant. The key is don't plug into it. That's the key. The key is don't plug into it. It's super, super, super important. And building wealth from the inside out, the first step in that process that I talk about in my 6-week course that I do for people is you have to dream the new dream. And you know what? Sometimes we forget to dream. I remember post-divorce, one of the things that happened in my world was like, I had to walk around. I was actually like tapping my heart. I was like, why am I sad? Why am I sad? Or what do you want? What do you want? Because I was like, wow, I did everything for everyone else. I was a mom of 4 kids. I was the person, I had an at-home dad sitting at home, and I had nannies, and I had house cleaners, and I had employees. I was doing it for everybody else. And it was like, now what about me? Because when you've left yourself on the sidelines for so long and you're doing it for everybody and anyone else, it's like, what authentically is true for me? So when you're dreaming the new dream, like I did post-divorce, or like when I started my company when I was 22 years old, you have to start to go, well, what's true for me today in my personal life? What's true for me today in my financial life? Because that dream, to unplug from all the fear that is going on in our society today, is to start to focus on what you want to create as opposed to what's popping up everywhere else. They're both pieces of your life right now, but it's so important to make sure that we're putting our energy and our focus on what you want your life to be, as opposed to perhaps the reality that it is, or the reality of where society is, or all the changes that are going on in the world. Because all you do as a human being is you are a strong ball of light. Einstein proved it. We're energy. E equals MC squared, right? So this is about your emotions are your energy in motion. So whatever emotions you're bringing in, and not just feeling the feelings and letting them go, if you're bringing them in, you're bringing that fear in, and you're talking about it, you're sharing it with your friends, you're sharing it on Facebook, you're sharing it everywhere else, all you're doing is amplifying the energy stream. That's what you're doing. You're going whoop, whoop, whoop. You're building it up. And when you do that with lower vibrating emotions, what happens is you shut off. You literally shut down your nervous system, and you shut off the flow of money to you. You shut off the flow of new job opportunities coming to you. You shut off the flow of something working out in a relationship with somebody that you wanted to have, whether it's a business relationship, a personal relationship, a family relationship. We don't realize that our emotions are that powerful. And that's why I talk about that in my first book, The Emotion Behind Money, because we don't understand how powerful we are. And it's so important for us to start to actually recognize that and make decisions accordingly. Do you want to experience free coaching based on my 25 plus years as being a financial planner and ask me any question that you want to ask me to help you get past that hurdle in your financial world? I run these free workshops every other month to start to open you up, to start to help you get to this next place. The information for my free workshop, click the link below and register, and I'll see you on the next workshop.